This video is going to be brought to you by G Fuel. To say that G Fuel is a cheat code for me as a creator is an understatement. Between uploading daily on this channel and consistently uploading on 3 of my other channels and still finding time to hit the gym, I need all the energy I can get, which is why I turn to G Fuel energy tubs such as the Ice Spice Orange because of the amazing flavors and having just enough caffeine to get me going for the day, with 140 milligrams, which lets me drink a couple of servings, once when I first start working and second in the afternoon when I'm wrapping up working for the day and need that last push of energy. And best of all, G Fuel is a sugar-free performance energy drink that is huge for me personally. Between that and the 50 different flavors, I'm absolutely in love right now. On top of that, there are 19 different all-natural flavor extracts for unparalleled cell protection, and it contains vitamin C, D, and E. Right now, G Fuel has a new white elephant flavor, which just from the flavor itself is hard to pin down exactly what it is because it's blended so well together. I taste a little bit of orange and some citrus and even some grapefruit, but one thing is certain is that it's tasty. Right now, G Fuel is doing a $10,000 giveaway that you can participate in by heading over to gfuel.com. In order to enter, I'll leave the links down in the comment section below, but act fast because the sweepstakes wraps up on December 31st, so enter it now. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Naruto Explain here, bringing you guys another Boruto 2 Blue Vortex discussion. Today, I want to talk to you guys about why we need to be paying very close attention to the shinjuu, who was created using Sasuke's chakra after Sasuke was eaten by a Ten-Tails claw grime when he was protecting Boruto. While everyone is rightfully focused on Hidari wanting to hunt down Sarada, we actually need to be paying close attention to this new character for a different reason. And it's not because this shinjuu, who's made by Sasuke's chakra, means left and Sasuke just happens to be missing a left arm, but instead it's because Hidari might be getting set up to betray all the other shinjuu that we see in the chapter. When I first read Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 5, the thing that really stood out to me when we were watching all the shinjuu interact was the fact that Hidari was not like all the other shinjuu. Hidari was giving all serious Kashin Koji vibes, where after we first met the car inners, there were small subtle seeds being planted that Kashin Koji was different than the other car inners, and slowly over the span of Boruto, Naruto Next Generations, we began to see increasing signs that Kashin Koji, if he wasn't a good guy, he at the very least wasn't on the side of Car, and there was something more to him. I get the same feeling from Hidari here. All the other shinjuu just blindly went along with this idea that they must seek out Boruto or Kawaki to devour them, because as shinjuu, that was their original purpose, to seek out Sasuke and consume them, because they exist to create a chakra fruit. Fair enough, it's been pre-established in the lore, so nobody should question that. However, where things get interesting is the fact that as a part of their evolution, the shinjuu are now seeking out people who are close to them, in the sense that the people they are targeting have a strong connection to the people whose chakra they've consumed. Moegi was bitten by Matsuri, and she wants to consume Konohamaru, the childhood friend of Moegi. However, we didn't see Hidari immediately jump to that conclusion right away. Instead, he's shown sitting on his own, and the first thing we see Hidari ask isn't about who he should eat. His only question in his mind in that moment was, who are they? Not what are they, who are they? Which that is a huge line, not dropped in the story by mistake. That is a huge distinction. Hidari is beginning to question his purpose in this life and what his role is supposed to be in this world. He's seeking out questions and answers the way that Fabrications did in the Mitsuki desertion arc of the anime, where they're basically trying to figure out what a soul is and if they had a soul. Mitsuki's entire character arc has been about him trying to discover his humanity and go through the stages of humanity to become a true human and not a synthetic clone of his father Orochimaru. Hidari is beginning to go through that same process. He's looking towards a bigger picture. It's why Jura is shown pausing when Hidari brings this up, carefully measuring his words in his mind before he speaks to him, and he basically tells him not to worry about any of the questions in his mind and to just accept it. The same way that a human accepts going through growth spurts and the pain that they might be feeling. Hidari, on the other hand, isn't blindly obedient. He's open-minded, and having an open mind leads to someone being willing to challenge authority. Jura is clearly the leader of this group, so there's an alignment process. Everyone follows his lead. But having someone like Hidari who is willing to question and not take things at face value will lead to problems later on down the line, just as Kashin Koji being shown killing Victor in the manga behind Jigen's back, which the anime tells us like, hey, Jigen knew. However, we also know that later on he chooses to let Kawaki go to Konoha instead of retrieve him. It was all meant to plant seeds in the manga version of the story that he was something that was ready to betray the cause of card that they had, and it ended up being paid off when Kashin Koji killed Jigen. When we look here, Jura clearly seems to be troubled by what he's seeing with Hidari here, trying to direct him on the path of his identity, what he believes Hidari's identity should be. However, that's where we have to look even deeper, because history is repeating itself once again, and it's something that we've seen repeatedly in the Naruto franchise. We've been playing with the concept of what does it mean to be human, and clones having genetic memories of their originals. Hidari is a shinju clone of Sasuke. He's questioning himself, and his instincts are leading him to hunt down Sarada, the way that Kashin Koji's instincts were leading him to the Land of Fire, where after he took down Victor, he flat out says in the manga that he feels like his destiny is tied to the Land of Fire. Right before Ishiki defeated Kashin Koji was shown getting the memories of Jiraiya because it's science. There's actual science that believes that memories can be transmitted through genetic. There's a whole debate on whether or not there are ancestral memories that people have. This shinju genetically has Sasuke, and most importantly, Sasuke's chakra is running through him. Sasuke's chakra serves the same function that scientific theory on genetics has, which is that he's going to eventually get snapshots of Sasuke's memory, because it's already been established in Naruto, in this world, that you can pass on memories of a person through their chakra. Naruto did it when he shared his chakra with the Shinobi Alliance, and everyone saw his memories, and they heard the voice of Naruto's heart. Hashirama's and Edo Tensei did the same thing, showing the first 5 Kage summit where he tried to stop the first ninja war by giving away Biju to the other nations to stop the fighting. Naruto shared his memories through the chakra he gave to Boruto for the Rasengan that took down Momoshiki. We are very likely going to see Hidari continue to question his purpose, and if it's more than just seeking out Sarada to consume her. If he's already questioning who he is, he's going to question why he's going after Sarada, and this could lead us to getting a full flashback that was only teased in Naruto Gaiden, the 7th Hokage in the Scarlet Spring, which came out in 2015. There was a moment where Sarada is thinking back, and she briefly remembers her toddler years and remembers Sasuke holding her hand and Sakura holding her other hand, because they were trying to teach her how to walk. Because for a time after Sarada was born, Sasuke did stay behind in the village after Sakura gave birth to Sarada at one of Orochimaru's hideout. There is something here. That memory being shown through Sasuke's perspective, or something else with Sarada, it could be what leads to Hidari turning on the other shinju and not going through with this desire to consume Sarada. This seems more likely when you consider how strong Sasuke's last emotions were before he got bitten by the shinju. He specifically was telling Boruto, "Take care of my daughter. I'm entrusting my daughter to you." This means that there stands a chance for those emotions to come back through Hidari when he realizes that Sasuke's daughter is Sarada. As the oh-so-famous meme likes to say, it's all connected. Hidari turning on the shinju because of the connections of Sarada is something that works, and it adds another layer to that question that the Boruto series has been asking, which is, what does it mean to be human, and what does it mean to have a soul, and whether or not those things actually apply to clones. Hidari is just another example of this, since he has been cloned from Sasuke via chakra. How much of his decisions are his decisions, and how much of what he's doing is rooted in the instinct that he has as a shinju, and the instinct that is influenced by the chakra of the person he's eaten, in this case Sasuke. It's no different than what we've seen with Kashin Koji getting memories of Jiraiya, and it's no different than Delta being a clone of Amato's daughter Akibi, Delta having her memories, but Delta clearly has her own soul because she is not the same person as Akibi. They are polar opposites in personality. In storytelling, you want there to be a good conflict, in particular, a good internal conflict with characters that directly builds off of the external conflict that they are facing. it goes hand in hand and it leads to some rather interesting interactions that can make a story feel heavier and weightier than it is already. This feels like one such avenue that we're going down, where Hidari is being set up for the same thing, potentially as a bridge to Boruto and Sarada figuring out a way to turn everyone being eaten by the Ten Tails and turning them back into normal. However, I know I might be standing on an island here, since even though you'll be seeing this video after the review drop, I'm technically recording this video on the 19th, so it can be edited, so you probably won't see this for a few days. So I won't know exactly what the temperature of the community is on this topic, which that's probably a fun fact for some of you guys. I'm not just editing videos and uploading them the same day. But 9 times out of 10, videos are not recorded and edited and uploaded the same day. However, in the meantime, make sure to click here to watch the chapter review if you haven't already.